Josh Hart continues to recruit Mikal Bridges to the New York Knicks. And with now Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunsen, and Josh Hart all being members of Team USA, I do not expect that to slow down. But recently, Mikal Bridges went on the Theo Pinson podcast, and he talked about how he wanted to be a Knick when he came out of Villanova heading into the heading into the NBA draft back when he was coming out of Villanova after winning an NCAA national championship. This was from Bridges on the Theo Pinson podcast. Quote, "I thought I was going to go to New York at number 9. I was excited, though, because I wanted to go to the Knicks. I wanted to be in New York." I'm like, that's lit. Like, kind of close to home, but a little further out. And I love Madison Square Garden. All my best games in college were at MSG. I'm sitting at the green room table with my agents and my mom, like, we might be here when the Knicks were on the clock at number 9. And they look, they kind of know before, and they just shook their head. And they took Kevin Knox. Man, oh man, I will never get over taking Kevin Knox over Mikal Bridges. But I think it's pretty obvious at this point that Mikal Bridges wants to be a New York Knick. And it just seems like it time and time again. Who would not want to play with their college best friends in the NBA? You talk about Mikal Bridges, you talk about Jalen Brunsen, you talk about Jalen Brunsen, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Dante DiVincenzo. Let's get the gang back together. So Josh Hart tweeted this out on July 6th and said, "We're teammates again." And he tagged Mikal Bridges and Jalen Brunsen, but it's the hashtag that tells me something. Hashtag just the beginning. What was he talking about? The beginning of what? Of what? Shout out to Big Nick Energy, an awesome Twitter account and YouTube page that makes a lot of awesome creative Knicks content. They made this Photoshop, and there's Josh Hart, there's Mikal Bridges, and there's Jalen Brunsen playing for Team USA. But it wasn't just Josh Hart chirping at Mikal Bridges. Bridges was chirping back a little bit. Remember, Hart said, "We're teammates again," crying happy face, and said, hashtag just the beginning. And Mikal Bridges quoted that and said, hashtag tampering, where's Adam, referring to Adam Silver. I thought his response there was pretty funny. He could have shut it down, but if anything, I think he's lifting it back up above the surface. Then Josh Hart responded to Mikal Bridges saying, hashtag tampering, where's Adam? And he said, "What I do? I'm talking about Team USA." Sure you are, Josh. Sure, Josh Hart is just talking about getting the gang back together for Team USA. Why is Team USA important? Because some of the biggest big threes in NBA history were formed and the relationships were built at Team USA. Remember that Miami Heat team that rattled off a couple of championships and really started the era of the super teams? LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. Where do they say that friendship started? Team USA. What about the best big three in the NBA right now with Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal? Where did they say their friendship started? Team USA. The thing is, the Knicks with Josh Hart, Jalen Brunsen, and Mikal Bridges and Dante DiVincenzo, their relationship didn't start at Team USA. It started in college at Villanova, where they won 2 national championships. I'll tell you this much. There's going to be a lot of tampering going on at Team USA with Hart and Brunsen trying to convince Bridges to be a Knick. Do you think, though, Mikal Bridges will ever be a member of the New York Knicks? Is it ever going to happen? Type Y for yes, type N for no. This will be the pinned comment on today's show. If you get hit with that YouTube ad break, scroll on down and let me know, will Bridges ever be a Knick? When you look into the past, you open up the college yearbook, Jalen Brunsen and Mikal Bridges at Villanova were so special. Maybe one of the best untalked about duos to ever play together in college basketball. They were both top 5 and player of the year. When Jalen Brunsen won it, they both averaged 18 points. Brunsen at 18.9 from 2017 to 2018. Mikal Bridges at 17.7 rebounds per game. Kind of crazy that Jalen Brunsen had 2 times the amount of rebounds that Bridges did. Bridges, 4 assists. Brunsen, 3 assists. And the efficiency is off the chart. 52% from the deck for Brunsen, 41.4% from the deck for Mikal Bridges, and they both shot well above 40% from downtown. If they were able to get together and do what they did in Villanova with the New York Knicks, I truly believe the Knicks would be the best team in the Eastern Conference. I mean, the Villanova Wildcats from 2017 and 2018 were the best college basketball team in the country, and some could argue one of the best college teams of all time, posting a record of 36-4. But it wasn't just Brunsen, and it wasn't just Bridges at Villanova that made them such a special team. What about the big ragu, Donte DiVincenzo? What about Josh Hart? Josh Hart averaged 19 points per game one year, but in his career at Villanova, he gave you 13 a night, almost 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Donte DiVincenzo, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Mikal Bridges, 11 rebounds, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And then Jalen Brunsen, 15 points per game, 2+ rebounds, and almost 4 assists. If all 4 of those players ever decide to team up, thing is, we're missing one guy. We are missing one guy to finish a very, very special team and a very, very special journey that went down in Villanova. The Nova Knicks could be special. I truly believe if you could have a duo of Brunsen and Bridges with Hart and DiVincenzo, I think you would be the best team potentially in the East and maybe even the NBA. How far could the Nova Knicks go in the playoffs if you teamed up Bridges, DiVincenzo, Hart, and Brunsen? How far would the Knicks go? Are they NBA title favorites? Are they going to the conference finals? Are they a second-round exit? Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. The thing I love about Mikal Bridges, though, is he continues to get better and better every single season, and he always plays basketball. 2020, 2021, he didn't miss any games. 2021 and 2022, he didn't miss any games. In 2022 and 2023, he played 83 games. Remember, there's only 82 games in a regular season. But you look at the progression of his career. Right in 2020, he gave you 13.5 on 54 from the deck and 42.5% from downtown. And the usage went up a little bit in Phoenix, and he got up to 14.2 points per game, 2.3 assists, and the efficiency pretty much stayed the same. 3-point percentage went a little bit down. Then he had his best year in Phoenix this past year before being a part of that Kevin Durant trade, 17.2 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, 46.3% from the deck, and 38.7% from deep. But when he became a member of the Brooklyn Nets, he showed you why he could be one of the best small forwards in the NBA, averaging 26 points per game on 47.5% from the field and 37.6% from downtown. I also like how in the playoffs he was good as well. 23.5 points per game this year for Brooklyn before they lost in round 1. 5+ rebounds, 4 assists, 43% from the field, a little bit low, but he was still able to knock down that 3-point shot at an all-world clip. Imagine pairing Mikal Bridges and Jalen Brunsen together in the playoffs. Imagine having a guy that can create his own shot, defend the other person's best player on defense, and just the ability to have the chemistry and the teamwork to get it done. Brunsen was electric in the playoffs. You guys know that. 28 points, 5 rebounds, almost 6 assists on 47.4 from the deck. Struggled from the outside a little bit in the playoffs. Had some really hot games, no doubt about it. But he's only going to continue to get better and better because he is a much better shooter from deep than 33%. I really do believe the Knicks could win a title with Mikal Bridges as your starting small forward with a point guard of Jalen Brunsen. I really do believe that. I'm not just saying it to say it. I think Mikal Bridges is one of the best young players in the NBA. He's one of the best two-way players in the NBA, and his offensive bag is only going to continue to get better and better. If I'm a Knicks fan and you are looking forward to this, keep your eyes on Team USA this summer as Josh Hart and Jalen Brunsen will go in full pursuit to recruit Mikal Bridges. As always, I just want to say thank you guys, and I appreciate you for tuning in to New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. Remember to subscribe to the channel because if any news or rumors come out around the orange and blue, we're going to break it down on this channel, youtube.com/KnicksTV.